Evening, Kat. How you doing?
Evening. Well, welcome to one of the intermittent I Play Red podcasts.
Number 3.
Number 3.
It's a trilogy.
Yes. I think the last one was back in May last year, so 9 months, 3 podcasts.
And in that 9 months, we've given birth to a bouncing baby ball.
Did you? When was that?
I believe it. I believe it was a ball. So what have you been up to in the last 6 months, Kat?
6 months. Well, I kind of thought the aim was to talk about 2018.
Well, 2018. It was a year.
It was a year.
It was a year in the life of a
gamer,
board gamerer.
So last year, how many games do you think I played? Number of plays rather than number of games.
Right, number of plays rather than unique games.
Yeah.
This is you, right?
Yeah.
It's going to have to be, it's in the hundreds. I'm going to say 300.
Oh, actually, you're really close.
I know, we're sat over the table from one another.
Are you reading my book? So, BGG says 284 plays. But I forget stuff. So
that's not everything.
So I reckon, it's probably closer to 300.
I mean, we did 25 this month.
Yeah.
No, more than 25. We planned to do 25 and did more.
Yeah.
And then you must have done 3 times that much over BGG-Con. Well, no, maybe not 75 games.
No, it was a lot. So, 284 plays, BGG says. 228 unique games.
Wow.
But that's partly because of last year's challenge, isn't it?
Which one was last year's challenge?
Last year's challenge was clear the shelf of opportunity. And
how well did you do with that one?
85 new to us games played.
That's good. That's our own games. That's not other people's.
No. Well, some of them were other people's, but 85 new games.
That is. I can't even really picture that. That's. If you stacked 85 games to the ceiling.
I don't know if you'd get 85 games to the ceiling. We don't live in one of these fancy houses with super high ceilings, so.
No, we don't live in a renovated church or anything.
Yeah. So going into 2019, we have 111 games on the shelf of opportunity.
So we've gained a few, or we've whistled it down.
Well, I can never work out the math on the whole unplayed games.
Right, so if anyone wants to play a game with Kat, make sure it's a mathy game.
I think we went into last year with about 130 something unplayed. I didn't write that down. I've got it on a spreadsheet somewhere. I think we went in with about 130 odd unplayed, and we played 85 new games. But then we've got 111. I don't have a problem.
Are there any other hobbies that are this kind of emotionally demanding? Magic the Gathering.
That's why I don't play that anymore.
At least with Magic the Gathering, you can just put it in one box and you can put it in the attic and forget it ever existed.
Yes.
And then take it out of the loft and pull out one single card that's worth £1,000 and the other ones are worth 20 pence.
Oh, 20p,
the whole
you'll
lot.
Be lucky.
The whole lot. The whole lot will be worth 20p.
So, our top played game of last year, and don't be looking at my book.
Well, you brought crib notes and I didn't bring anything.
Our most played game, we played it 11 times over the year.
Well, the thing is, I know that you'd like to play some really heavy games 11 times each, and that's not going to happen. So it's going to be something quick and dirty. So something like The Mind. We got that in February last year.
No, actually, that's not even on the top. I've written down the top 6, and it's not even in top 6.
Oh.
Actually, it's the Majesty for the Realm.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's quite quick. That's about 25 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite nice. Like that. Good job. 'cause
Apparently
we played it 11
so.
times. That's it. Second place. Come on, what do you think? Second place.
We did a bit of Kingdoms this year. As a bit of a revival.
Kingdoms is right down there.
It's on the list, though.
No.
Oh.
No. I've got top 6. So Majesty for the Realm came in first with 11 plays. Are you not going to be surprised by this one?
Kitties!
No. Who did it?
Who gone done it?
Who gone done it? The little poo game from Blue Orange that we absolutely adore. That's ridiculous and silly.
I really didn't have high expectations.
I think I explained it to you and you were like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but this is after you bought the game called Poo, where you just fling shit at each other.
Yeah. Can you say shit? Well, you just did.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live. Please do not say shit.
And then, third place, Welcome to.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. The other reason that's getting quite a lot of play is just for the numbers point of view. I know I played that a couple of times at BGG. One point, I think there was 8 of us, so it was pretty much the only thing we had that everyone could join in on.
Has that got an unlimited player count then?
Yeah.
Okay, so which one was that again? This the
Flip and Fill from Blue Cocker Games.
Rather than a roll and write?
Yeah, because there's no dice, so they call it Flip and Fill. And then...
Bring your own pen.
Oh, well, yeah, that is the only issue. Then we have 3 tied for joint, I don't know, is that 4th, 5th and 6th? All the same, all played 5 times. And this is where it gets interesting because they're very different games.
I couldn't guess.
Okay. Azul?
The new one?
No, Standard Azul.
Standard.
The aforementioned Kitties.
Kitties!
And Coimbra.
Oh, well that's... I mean, we played our last game of that last weekend, so...
Yeah. I don't even know if I locked that one.
Ooh, so that could be 4th.
So a bit of a mixer. Conventions.
You went to some conventions. I went to some conventions. Where have you been?
I've got a list of 11 board game conventions we went to, and there's some other stuff.
That is a lot.
I don't know. Is it a lot?
Did we spend any time at home last year?
I think so.
So
I know sometimes it didn't feel like it, but you know.
What was the first? The first one was...
Oh, I haven't got them in order.
Oh.
Oh, Spielwarenmesse. Messer.
That was probably the first one.
That was the first one because that was January last year in Nuremberg.
That was yeah. We went to Munich for the weekend.
Yeah.
We looked at one of the castles from Madkin Ludwig.
It was actually the castle he was born in, not one he designed. So it was technically the first castle of Mad King Ludwig, but he didn't design it. He was just born there.
Was he born mad?
I don't know. I mean, there was some pretty weird decor in that place. It might be enough to drive you mad. Next was Aircon. We like Aircon.
I like Aircon.
Yeah. If you're in the UK, you should check out Aircon in March.
March the 8th or 9th until 12th. That weekend.
That weekend in Harrogate. So it's up north. I'm running a special event there that will be fun. So come to Aircon and come and see my special event.
What is your special event?
I'm doing a game show.
Right.
A board game themed game show, and I've got Rodney Smith from Watch It Played, Paul Grogan from Gaming Rules. Who else have I asked? Oh, that lot from Unlucky Frog and the lot from Polyhedron Collider.
But there are some more secret guests.
Secret guests.
Do you know?
No, not yet.
That's
why they're secret. So yeah, we did that.
Well, we're going to do that.
But we did it last year as well.
Oh, yes, we did.
And we're doing it this year. Then, my order gets a bit like confused. That was all later in the year. That was all UK Games Expo.
That's June, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that might have been the next one. June, UK Games Expo. UK's biggest board gaming convention, third biggest in the world, I think, now.
But don't they get bumped out of position every time Origins hits?
I think Origins, then them, then Origins, and them. I don't know who's in the lead at the moment.
They just need to get in the ring.
Have a con off. I don't quite know how that would work. Maybe we should get on the case and get some people to do that.
You just need to send a delegate from each party and put them in an MMA boxing ring.
Right. And get them to roll some dice.
Yeah, we don't want to see them fight. It's going to be messy. Gamers can't fight.
Or maybe they should just like throw the dice at each other or something. I don't know. So, Aircon, Spielborn Messe, UK Games Expo, Tabletop Scotland.
Tabletop Scotland. We're all the way into September already.
I know, but then everything was in like the last quarter of the year. I'm like, look, I'm taking notes, checking it twice. Yeah.
You don't know if you've been naughty or nice.
I think Tabletop Scotland was next, which was fun.
That was probably one of my favourite cons.
One hell of a journey.
Well, on the train it wasn't so bad.
Yeah. Where was it?
Scotland.
Is it Edinburgh? Was it?
No, it was north of Edinburgh. It's Perth.
Perth, yes, that was in Perth, and that was great, and you should all go to that. This year's was the first, but everything was super smooth, super organised, and a good laugh.
There's board games downstairs. There was
Role play
upstairs in several rooms. There was a Shadespire tournament.
Bring and buy.
You've got to have a bring and buy. If it's not got a bring and buy, it's not a con.
Yep.
Or it is a con. It's a con.
It's a con. If it doesn't have a bring and buy, it's a con. Then I think next, HandyCon.
Oh, we only went there for one day.
We only went there for one day, but it was nice to see them in the newer, bigger venue, more space.
I definitely preferred this one over the last one. I think the amount of space in the last venue just made it feel a little less open. You know, you had lots of little rooms that were off to one side, and the larger gaming space just made it easier to see people.
Yes. Yeah, definitely felt roomier, and we'll hopefully be back there again in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might only be for the day, but
yeah, but it's nice because it's close enough for us to drive, so it's a pop up, see people, drive home, so quick and easy.
Yeah.
Nice. I think Mark Cook wants me to teach him roads and boats there, so that might be the entirety of my day.
So that's going to be the entirety of our day on Saturday to learn roads and boats.
Yeah. Then I think we did. Was Uncon? Was that before or after SNMB? Oh, it was after. Oh, so then we go to Tabletop Gaming Live at Alexandra Palace.
That was the week after Tabletop Scotland, wasn't it?
Okay. Yes. Yes. Tabletop Gaming Live.
What do we think of that?
Too much too soon.
You think? I think maybe. Yeah, the venue's beautiful.
If
you've ever been there, it's absolutely stunning. But unfortunately, it was maybe only half full of traders, and that was spread out a bit.
It was very spread out and felt very empty.
I don't know why that is. I mean, Alexandra Palace is quite out of the way.
It is a bit of a pain in the arse to get to, and getting up that hill to the palace on the top of the hill.
You don't want to walk up that hill.
No.
They do have some kind of shuttle bus thing.
I think it gets really well. In the past, when I've been there for events, the shuttle bus gets rammed. That might not have been the case with that because it wasn't as packed as other events I've been to there.
And if you don't have the numbers for the events, you don't get as many shuttle buses.
Yeah.
But they're doing another one, so I mean, maybe
it will be interesting to see what they've learnt from the first one.
I hope to see a lot more events, a lot more traders there and encourage more people to attend, because obviously you need more people to fill up the. It's probably a victim of its own. Like the level of people that went there are kind of going to be proportional to the amount of traders that are going to turn up, the amount of games that are being launched.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing we're really missing in the UK. Obviously, a lot of the big US cons and Essen has all the hot new releases, and we don't really have that here. I know the last 2 years we've had Century Spice Road at UK Games Expo, but that's it, really.
It certainly helps to have some kind of oomph, some kind of spectacle,
some kind of draw.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens this year. I definitely like. I mean, Mark Cook with Aircon. I think the original Aircons were like at his house, and he's kind of grown them to where they are, which means that he's fitting the space. You know, he's gradually increasing the space as he goes year by year. Whereas it seemed like they just went for huge space very early that they didn't fill.
Yeah.
Lessons learned, hopefully, and we'll see. Then we went to BGG. No, Essen. Essen was next, obviously.
Well, you obviously like Essen. We obviously like Essen. We've been there 7 years now.
It is what it is. It's a spectacle. If you don't know what you're going into, it's a bit strange. You don't go there to play games. You go there to buy games and to meet people. Again, being in Europe, there's a lot of the big designers there that only really come to Europe for Essen. Hopefully more of them will start coming to some of the great UK cons that we've got growing. But
going into Essen, you really, the first time, I think you had really high expectations of being able to play lots of new games. I think that came as a bit of shock to both of us when you realised, oh, if I want to play, what was it, Glass Road that was being released that year? If you want to play Glass Road, you're going to have to wait an hour.
Stand at the booth and wait for however long it takes the last people to finish their game.
So, I think
the lesson with Essen,
I like what you did there,
is preparation. Just know what you want to go, what you want to see. If you can pre-book demos, that's perfect. But don't expect to play stuff. So research the games you're interested in and know whether you want to go and buy them or not.
And be quick at that as well.
Yeah.
Because some of those new releases can be gone in a snap.
Then I think it was Uncon.
Yeah.
And then about 3 days after that, I went to BGG.
I was trying to work out which one that was. One of them we did one weekend of something and then whoosh, you were away. But then you came back and then went away again. Yeah. Well, I didn't go. I didn't go to BGG.
I think the next one was Uncon, which again we just went to for the day because it's long driving distance, but it's driving distance.
It's Broadstairs, so if you're in Kent already, then go for it. It should be easy. We're only slightly further out, but the journey is kind of up and along rather than straight across.
So yeah, we went to Uncon for the day. That was nice. You got to play on the VR.
I did.
You looked like a bit of a dick, which amused us all greatly.
Well, I'm glad to say that was the one and only time I've ever looked like a dick.
Lies. Then the week after Uncon, BGG Con. Probably. See, I don't know whether I prefer that to Aircon. Aircon and BGG Con are my two favourite conventions on the yearly calendar.
Well, you've only been to one Aircon.
I know.
And how many BGG Cons? 4?
Oh, was this 4 or 5? A few. 4. I think this was 4. Yeah. Aircon is obviously a lot easier to get to.
Yeah, because you don't have to drive.
But they both have a similar, very laid-back feel. They're all about sitting down and playing games with people you may or may not know. sitting down and playing a game you may or may not know, and just hanging out and having fun.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
BGG Con sounds amazing, but it does mean getting on a plane.
Yeah, you're a bit like Mr. T when it comes to planes, aren't you?
Ain't drinking no milk.
Fool. And then I put it on here, though I don't know if it counts, pasteboard and plastic.
That counts, but it always seems to clash with something else.
Yeah. Pasteboard and plastic is a meetup in, where is it? Saltdean.
Saltdean, not Shoreham. Saltdean.
In Saltdean, just down the road from us. They do them every 3 months, but inevitably, yep, they end up clashing with something else. So we actually managed to go down to that for the day. Hello. That was nice.
We got to play Architects.
Yeah. But we played that at Uncon as well.
Yes, we did. We played that with Seth and Stuart at Uncon.
Yeah. And Denham.
And we started trying to play a game of prehistory, which we, just to sit down and then start the rule book wasn't going to happen.
No. So we tried playing prehistory and we played Blue Lagoon instead.
Yes, because that was kind of jumped straight into.
Yeah. And then the last convention of the year was Dragon Meet,
where we didn't get to really enjoy any of the event because we were working with Games Quest.
Yeah. So.
But it's always quite a nice con.
Yeah.
Always
saw a lot of people we know.
Saw someone that we almost never see, and I didn't even know was a gamer.
Who?
Simon.
Oh yes.
Did
you actually talk to him?
I
saw him and said hello.
It doesn't surprise me at all, but I just didn't know.
And then also I worked at various other strange and interesting events with Games Quest. 2 Insomnias, which is, I think, Europe's biggest computer gaming event.
But obviously has enough interest for other people who like games are going to like. Yeah. People who like video games are obviously there's a bit of crossover with board games as well.
And then also, I mean, you've got things like the Doom board game, Dark Souls.
Is that all you sell at video game events?
That's what we sell a lot of.
So you sell Boss Monster?
No, we don't actually. Oh, what's the other one? Yeah. There's lots of them. Fallout, board game, Dark Souls, yeah. All that sort of thing. EGX, another video game. The interesting thing I came back from Essen. We got back here about 5 o'clock on Monday evening, and then 7 a.m. I was on a train up to Birmingham for Brick Live, which was a Lego event.
That sounds cool.
Which was kind of neat to see something different, and the sculptures and things were amazing. So that was cool.
And is that sounds like it should be more of a child's event, but actually there's a lot of people my age that probably, given the chance, would go to a Lego event.
Yeah. I mean, they had massive pits of Lego, which kind of reminded me a bit of a syringe and needle pit from Saw 2.
Well, everyone has stood on a piece of Lego at one point in their life, and it's been...
So I don't understand why you'd want a giant pit of Lego.
I wouldn't jump in it.
Well, yeah. But then they had... The theme was fantasy monsters or something. So they had a giant Medusa, a giant Minotaur, unicorns, centaurs, giant Cerberus.
That sounds amazing.
Dragon, which we watched them move across the hall, which was probably one of the most terrifying things I've ever witnessed. It's like 8-foot Lego dragon on a pickup truck.
Was it a scary dragon, or was it the thought that 6 months worth of work?
I said, well, they block glue everything.
They glue it. That's such a cheat.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the other stuff. Go on, done.
Well, you didn't tell us what you got for Christmas, Kat.
I got Roads and Boats at last.
You got a board game?
Yeah.
What do you get for the woman that has everything?
More board games.
Game related. More board games.
Well, I actually got 3 board games, but you know this because you bought me 2 of them.
Just pretend I don't know.
Okay.
So, what did you get for Christmas, Kat?
I got Roads and Boats, which has been on my wish list for...
You got more than one road?
Yeah,
and more than one boat.
It's been on my wish list for quite a while now, so I'm a bit excited. But it doesn't fit in the Splotter cube on the Kallax. Hashtag first world gamer problems.
So what? We got to build different... We got to just reconstruct the whole front room.
Yeah.
Because why did I buy that? Can we just put it... You know, like when you have Lego at home and you just have a drawer under the bed and you just pour it all in. Can we just pour all the contents of that into a bag?
Yes. No. And I got Maria as well. You always complain you end up playing these games with me and it's always you that buys them for me.
Because I know you want them. Your
brain is going to melt with both of them.
Well, I'm not on on a Tuesday in the middle of the month I think I'm gonna pick up that Splotter game, which is quite rare. I'm not gonna just walk into Dave's Comics and pick that up, am I?
Well, you might do.
One fine day when Splotter is in every board game shop across the UK.
And when Roads and Boats is back in print.
But then they'll be cheaper.
Yeah. And I got Yunnan. And you asked me about that earlier and I was like, oh, well, I don't really know. I just saw it somewhere and thought it looked cool, so I put it on my wish list. But it was the Heavy Cardboard Golden Elephant nominee for 2013. So that's probably where I saw or read something about it.
Okay.
I thought it looked cool.
Have they ever been wrong?
Don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Is that contractual?
Don't think so.
Don't think so.
Yeah, no, I don't think they've ever let me down on anything. But I can't say that because then people go and listen to them rather than me.
Well, they're going to do that anyway, because...
Because I don't say y'all.
You don't say Yule?
Y'all.
We've been saying Yule a lot this month.
Right.
And now, y'all, I don't understand language.
And what did you get for Christmas?
Well, I got this rather wonderful RPG called Fiasco. I've never played an RPG. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. I've never played any other RPG, Pathfinder, werewolf, vampire.
Orbis? Yeah, it's one that Dan writes for, so we've got to mention that.
I've never played Orbis.
That's right.
But I really fancy this one. I'll just read you something off the back of the book. Fiasco is a game inspired by films like Blood Simple, Fargo, and A Simple Plan. During a session, you and your friends will engineer and play out stupid, disastrous situations that exist at the darkly comic intersection of greed, fear, and lust.
Sounds like a Saturday night, really.
Greedy, too much booze paranoia, and
lust for food after booze.
Isn't that a song by Iggy Pop?
Not quite, but you almost say.
But this is, I couldn't ask for a better kind of entry into running our own RPG.
Well, you're running it. Yay!
I have to read a book and everything.
No, God, that's going to take a while.
But Blood Simple and A Simple Plan.
So in 3 years' time, guys, you can tune into the podcast and you might find that Rob's read the first chapter.
We could do a live thing.
We could do a live thing.
Basically, we'll set up 5 characters. They'll all be having a lovely time. They'll all be great friends. And everything is just going to go to shit.
And someone will stab someone with a samurai sword.
This sounds like a Friday night out in Brighton.
So, yeah, that was our Christmas. And the other thing I was going to talk about, board game cafes.
You like cafes, don't you?
Yeah. I like board games too.
maybe someone could combine these two ideas, these two things that you like, into one thing.
Wow.
Good, that, isn't it?
It would be good.
You know, like when you get beans and sausages, and then someone came along. It's probably a cowboy, and they combined them, and then that was it.
They put them in a tin.
Now you can't eat sausages with anything else ever.
Right. But yeah, we like board game cafes. We started the board game cafe map on the site. Really as a personal project for when we went travelling. We wanted to know where was worth going and hanging out and checking out. And it's become a bit of a beast.
And now there's just no way we're going to visit 300.
Is that how many's on there now? Go on.
It's about 300.
About 300. So if we go somewhere, we like to make sure we visit any that are on the map. So this year we visited Hex & Co. in New York.
We did.
In the pouring rain, after walking half an hour in the wrong direction. Got there, found they were closed for the night for an event of some sort. Wasn't best pleased.
They did let us dry off and have a nice cup of coffee.
Yeah. So it's probably worth ringing them to check that there isn't anything booked, because that wasn't on their website or anything.
I think it was very last minute, and it was we did arrive on a Sunday, I think.
Yeah. So we went back a couple of days later. That was nice.
That was really nice. Do you know what? I was really apprehensive, thinking that after all that trouble the first time, if we go back and it's not brilliant, then we're probably just going to be grumpy. But it was brilliant. It was really good.
That was really nice.
You did a quick video on them, didn't you?
Did we? Yes, we did. Did you edit it and put it up ever?
Yeah, it's up there.
Yay! So that's on YouTube, so go and check that out. I Play Red on YouTube. We also finally went to the Ludaquist in Croydon.
We did. We escaped Croydon a long time ago.
We did, and there was no board game cafe there when we were there.
And for a long time, I've kind of not thought of any particularly good reason to go back. I mean, we still have friends there, but not friends we could see anywhere. Didn't have to be in Croydon.
Well, and some of them come here, so
yeah.
But yeah, we went and met up with James Naylor and played Magnates, the First City,
which
was really good.
But you would say that because you beat him by
$1
million or something.
No, I think it was 10.
Oh, 10 million. Okay,
10,
so
yes.
I beg your pardon.
I finally beat a designer at their own game. That's like my claim to fame for 2018.
But it wasn't an easy win.
No.
It's a nice game.
It is a really nice game. I'm really looking forward to seeing that hit Kickstarter next year.
I think it's the early part
of
this year, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, this year. Oh.
Yeah, we're into 2019.
Oh, no one told me.
There was a big... But Jules Holland told you.
Oh, yeah. I think that's definitely Q1 of this year. Keep an eye out for that. We went to Copenhagen, so of course we went to Bastard Cafe.
Always go to the Bastard Cafe.
Which is like my favourite place in the whole world. I just want to live there. Actually, in one of the boxes on one of their shelves, and then every so often someone will pull a game out of the shelf and I'd pop out and go, surprise!
How do you eat? You can...
I don't know. I'd make it a game with food.
Well, they haven't got a copy of Food Chain Margate.
They must have a Agricola or Caverna or something that's got wheat. Just sit and eat some wheat.
Well, because there'll be no eating of piggies.
No.
Or cows or horses.
But we also went to Seaside Quest. I kind of had to go.
Seaside Quest is awesome. Seaside
Quest is on the seafront here in Brighton. It's a retro video game and board game cafe that does good coffee.
It does vegetarian and vegan food as well.
Yeah, it does good food. It does booze. And it's got a ton of old school consoles. So if you get knocked out of a game or you're ready to flip the table, You can go and play a video game.
I hadn't thought of that. That's actually a really good idea. Not that I ever get knocked out of games, but if you did,
If you did. And then in December, we went to the brand spanking new Dice Portsmouth, which I think had been open like 8 days or something when we went there. That is nice.
That is something special.
Yeah, the space is really nice. The bar and the menu was good.
It's just got one of those it's really clean.
That's because it's new.
Well, yeah, they just painted it, haven't they? It's it's got a nice finish. You know, like some places. Well, saying that, you know, I love the Bastard Cafe, and it's got a very unfinished feel, but I think that adds to the character. Seaside Quest, it's got a very similar feel, but this one, it felt like it feels like a real. It doesn't feel out of place on the high street because it's like a proper finished cafe. It's a very professional looking outlet.
Yeah, and then posh gaming tables in there.
Very swoosh tables. Who makes those?
Table of Ultimate Gaming.
They were extremely swish, and then they put the drinks down on little mats on the table, and it's like, no.
No, she didn't even put a mat down, if you remember. That was why I spazzed. She just put it on the table. It's like, ah!
If that was our table, then no. But
so it was nice to see that.
Yeah, we sat there and played Everdell.
Mm-hmm. Everdell Raccoon Tycoon.
That might have been it, actually.
And Welcome to.
Oh yes, we did.
I'm actually surprised that Raccoon Tycoon didn't come in the top 6. It wasn't far off, but.
So only played 4 times then.
4, yeah.
You must have played more than that. Did you not play it in BGG Con as well?
Nope. Ooh. No, because I think I played like about 4 games of Coimbra BGG Con.
Could have played 2 of Raccoon Tycoon.
Yeah. So yes, board game cafes. If you've got them locally, check them out, support them, show them some love. Check out the Board Game Cafe map on the website, and you can actually rate cafes now.
Yeah, if you've been to Board Game Cafe, tell us what you think.
And then the ones that we've been to, we try and do like a little walk around video that's up there as well as on the YouTube channel, so you can have a quick look at them yourself. We did a video at Dice Portsmouth, didn't we?
Yeah, but we haven't. That hasn't gone up yet.
Right. So Rob's job for tomorrow, editing the Dice Portsmouth video.
Boo! I've actually got a full-time job.
Yes.
As
editing my videos.
Damn. So this year, you've done all the conventions last year. You've done all the board game cafes last year. This year, nothing. Stay at home.
Stay at home and play the 111 unplayed games.
Stay away from the light. But we did that board game advent challenge this month,
which I really enjoyed.
Which was 25 games.
Yeah.
And a lot of those were new games.
Yeah.
So we need a similar strategy.
Well, I was saying, I think we've got at least 52 Kallax squares in various places around the house. So we could number the squares up and do one a week.
But they wouldn't necessarily be new games a week, would it?
Well, what we did for our advent calendar, I actually wrote about it on the blog, so you can go and have a look. But our main Kallax in the front room is a 5x5, so 25 squares. And we randomly numbered them and played a game from the appropriate numbered cube each day in December.
That was tough. It wasn't tough for the ones that we knew the games for.
But we did make a point of playing some of the new stuff.
Yeah, we had to take the opportunity. What were the new ones we played?
Madeira.
Not a new game, but new to us.
Yeah.
Crown. Oh, I'm just going to read them off from here.
Guilds of London. Crown of Imara.
I was going to say that.
Networks. You haven't played. I've played that, but you haven't played.
That was cool.
So it was quite a good challenge, and I think we might do that with the cubes for the year. It's going to be a bit insane trying to number them all, though.
We haven't played a game this year.
I know. Well, we played Knowledge is Power.
It's not a board game, though, is it?
It's not a board game. You said we haven't played a game.
Played a party game on the PS4.
And I won. That's all I'm saying. Twice on New Year's Eve. Bitter, much?
I'm not bitter. I just like to win on occasion.
Have we played? Oh no, we haven't. The other thing we've been playing a lot of that I know I haven't logged is Oceans.
That's right.
Oceans, an Evolution game that's coming to Kickstarter, I think February. We love Evolution.
And that's been how many, we've played 10 games of that in a month.
Yeah.
That's the prototype.
Yeah. It's interesting for sure.
It's
I don't know how much we're allowed to say about it.
It's wet.
But
they come from the land down under.
We're enjoying that, and it's really interesting to see any game develop over the course of time.
Because even between the beta 1 and beta 2 rule set, there were small changes that made a big difference.
Yeah, and there's probably even smaller changes that you didn't notice.
That's true, because you're never going to touch every combination.
Yeah. So that's been fun. So watch out for that. Let's say, I think that's February. That's coming to Kickstarter.
And this month I heard that they're going to be making a marine version of Dominant Species.
I think that's an expansion, isn't it?
A marine expansion for Dominant Species. So the question is, which came first?
Ooh, who knows?
There's going to be...
But like Dominant Species.
There's going to be a fight off.
Well, birds have been the thing this year. There's been 2 like really big bird games released already this year.
I don't know either of them. What are they?
I can't remember the first one. The second one, Stonemaier Games released one today. Or it was up for pre-order today. And it was been going a bit mental.
But you don't like birds.
I know, they freak me out a bit. So, sorry, if you're thinking of doing a bird game, it's a no from me. Fish games, yes.
Cat is available for hire to playtest any fish-based games.
Mammals too.
If there is any
reptiles, yeah.
Is there a board game called Sashimi?
No.
If you're thinking of creating a board game called Sashimi, I know 2 ladies that
that will eat it.
That will eat it up.
So yeah, 2018.
Boom.
Done.
High five. Can't reach.
No, because I'm not getting my hand up my blanket. It's cold.
So what are you doing this year then, Kat?
Don't know.
Are you working any conventions yet, or you're not booked up yet?
I'm not booked up yet. We've got HandyCon in a couple of weeks. Aircon in March. Essen's potentially a bit of a mess this year, but let's not even talk politics, and let's not talk about Brexit and
Messy Messer Essen.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll be at Essen, but who knows right now? And BGG.
We're going to set ourselves adrift from. We're going to cut the Channel Tunnel off, and then we'll just like
drift and bump into. What will we bump into?
Greenland.
Okay. It's even colder there than it is here, though.
You can just take a little electric heater.
Okay, I'll take the electric blanket and we'll all be good. Yay!
Yeah, you will.
So yeah, HandyCon, Aircon at the moment. Anything else is after that, and therefore needs to be thought about after that.
Oh, what was that one you were looking at for this month?
Oh, PAX South.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to happen.
Well.
Too soon. Not enough notice, sadly. Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Kat.
Yeah.
We don't talk often, so it's nice. It's nice when we
Nice to talk with your mouth.
High five!
Whoop. So, yes, thanks for listening. If you got this far, if you didn't get this far, I don't blame you.
They're not listening.
They're not listening. Okay, it's fine. Come and find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I Play Red, or website iPlayRed.co.uk.
There's a theme.
There's a theme. Yeah, I don't even like red. And thanks for listening. And maybe we'll do this again at some point.
Maybe we'll have a better plan.
Yeah, a simple plan. Bye.
Cheerio.